Let's take a look outdoors, everybody. In the St. Joseph area, we got some people on the beach. We've got blue skies, just some passing clouds. I was looking at the current satellite imagery a few moments ago, and it does appear as though some additional clouds are going to be shifting in that direction shortly, so probably obscuring some sunshine as we take it into the afternoon. The Lake Michigan forecast is a quieter one for today, though. Yesterday we had those waves 4 to 6 feet or so. Today more like 1 to 3 feet as we work into the afternoon and the evening. West winds around 5 to 15 knots going forward. Take a look at those water temperatures from the upwelling that occurred with those brisk northwest winds yesterday. Water temps down into the middle 50s for many locations along the shoreline. Temperatures around the nation starting to warm up. Of course, earlier this morning they were much cooler, but now that we're getting sunshine, especially in these southern and central sections, working back into the upper 70s to lower 80s. But for this time of year, it could be a lot hotter. It looks like the pattern is going to shift back towards a warmer one as we get into the weekend and throughout the entirety of next work week. So enjoy what we have right now in the cooler regime that has taken up shop, and also the low-level humidity that'll be sticking around through today and tomorrow. I do think there's going to be an increase in the humidity, especially Friday afternoon, and that'll come with a real surge in temperatures and our next shot at thunderstorms coming in by late day into the evening on Friday. Temps around the region running in the mid to upper 60s at this point. A few spots a little bit cooler than that. 70 at noon in GR. We'll work to 75 by day's end. A general mixture of sun and clouds. As we mentioned on the morning show, could there be a sprinkle or a light shower for somebody? That is a possibility. It does appear maybe aimed more so south and west of GR as we go through this afternoon. I'll show you that on the model coming up. Cooler weather expected, though. What we have right now, cooler weather in terms of mid-70s and upper 70s for tomorrow through Thursday. And then we start to build that heat a little bit on Friday, and that will be accompanied by some thunderstorms as we get into Friday evening and the early hours of Saturday. So stay tuned to that forecast. There is some chance that we could be dealing with some heavy rain-producing thunderstorms or even some gusty ones at that time before they move out fairly early on Saturday. And I think the bulk of the upcoming weekend is going to turn out on the rain-free side. Upper level trough of low pressure that has come down out of Canada, and of course associated with pretty cool air for this time of year. We are below normal, but it was a matter of time before we'd start to change it up a little bit. We had several days of way above normal temps and hit and exceeded 90 degrees. Of course, this past weekend, that cool air pool is going to start to eject back into Ontario. And here comes this aforementioned warmer surge on Friday. This is the time code at 3 o'clock, and there's going to be a weather disturbance approaching from Minnesota at that time. The warm air comes in before it. Some thunderstorms Friday night that'll cool us down just slightly for Saturday, and then another push of warmer air starts to get going early next week. The whole body of the true heat is going to remain out to our west, it looks like, through the middle of next week, but still I think we can get well into the 80s right on into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and perhaps some of that stronger heat will try to come in our direction later next week, despite what this particular run of the GFS model is showing. You look at a whole host of models, and it looks like next week is going to turn out well above normal for us. A little patch of clouds and even a few sprinkles out over Lake Michigan. That will be tending to weaken as it approaches Van Buren County, Berrien County between now and, say, 2, 3 o'clock. But I guess it's possible there could be a sprinkle somewhere along the lakeshore as we go forward. You can see the model kind of be picking up on that. Better showers developing out over Wisconsin and northern Illinois this afternoon. The trajectory of anything that develops would be to the south and the east, so we may drag an isolated shower towards the shoreline late afternoon into early evening. But again, as I talked about on the morning show, most of us, I mean the 90-95 percentile, will be remaining dry. Alyssa, we've got a little bit milder temperatures coming in for tomorrow. We're rain-free on Thursday. Most hours on Friday rain-free. It'll be the evening. We got a shot for thunderstorms, but not until we surge well into the 80s, slightly cooler on Saturday. And then there's that stretch early next week. We're going to start to build that heat, eventually humidity later next week. Readings could be around 90 by mid to late week.
Anthony, thanks. Well, it's